Well, howdy folks, this is Jethro.
And Lugnut.
We are here today to officially start. We've already announced it and gone through a couple of announcements on this thing, and I'm finally finishing up some of my other projects, so we're ready to get started on them. So we are going to do a quick, this one here is still from 1990. It is still sealed and still has the $10 price tag from Michaels on it. Actually, the date is 4 of 92. I think somebody must have bought that around 92 or whatever. But anyway,
It must have sat on the shelf and got discounted. Yeah.
it's been around for a while. So we are going to put that one under the old X-Acto and peel the plastic off it for the first time in 30 years. So
yeah, it'd be 33.
yeah. Ooh. Yeah, just do that. As long as I didn't cut myself, it's okay. And that wouldn't have surprised me in any way. I would have done that. Look at that, see? Just like that. Ah! Never mind. We're okay. Couldn't even see that. That was dumb. Anyway, here we go. First time it's seeing daylight in 30 years.
There's a mouse in there. I'm going to freak.
Here we go. It is molded in red. This is a nice little surprise.
Yeah. Oh, I see some great
good
stuff in there.
Extra,
oh, yes.
Extras.
Trading card.
Extras. We got the
trading card.
Trading card in there.
That'll be great for reference material.
Pro set. R6 Folgers. Roush Racing.
Mark Martin, Robin Pemberton, the crew chief.
Crew chief, yeah. Alright, there's that. And then, even more fun here.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. There's your little blast from the past.
Which I guess if we want, we can tease it a little bit. We do have that car. Exactly.
Yep, that car's up in the closet.
There's
that one is
a Michael Waltrip car.
Yeah.
It's not the Pennzoil car. It's the Country Time Lemonade car, but it's up there.
It's up there. So yeah, there's that. Get you a free catalog if you want to. You want to call the 800 number. They'll be glad to probably laugh at you and not send you one.
Just mail it in.
You could do that. But anyway, yeah, that's always fun opening the old kits and seeing all the old and the old blue printer that they used to give you with the model kits. And there's the decals.
Looks pretty good.
They actually don't look bad. They might actually work.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
We will see what we got. And always the fun part about it is with this model year Thunderbird models in the chrome pack, they always give you the old headlight and grill from the
massive
from the old,
massive grill from the 87.
From the old 85 to 87 Thunderbirds. So but yeah, it all looks good. So we're going to get on to the Maxwell House and unbox that one real quick.
And moving on to the Maxwell House car. This one from 1991, also monogram kit. The outside plastic was already open and taken off when we got it, but everything inside is all still there and still sealed. It's molded in, we're thinking dark blue. It looks kind of black, but it's... We'll explain in a bit why we're beginning to think it's dark blue. This is the decal sheet. This is the only questionable part of this kit for me, because there's a little bit of discoloration down here, and I mean, this one definitely is not in near as good a shape as the one in the Mark Martin car, which surprised even me how good that one looked.
Well, it's sealed up the whole time. That helps.
Yeah, that does help. Chrome sheet, which yes, still has the big guppy Thunderbird grill, and then tire set, glass set, and the instruction sheet, which looks like my back window got a little bit of tire damage, so we'll figure something out there.
We polish it out.
But that's all there. So I always liked this car, and I always liked Sterling Marlin, so I'm really excited to get going on this kit, and not to mention just the kit, but we're gonna get started officially on the Battle of the Beans.
Battle of the Beans.
May the best bean win.
May the best beanhead win.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We've never actually done a buddy build like this before, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. And one more fun fact about this car, this Alan Kowicki car right here began life as the Maxwell House car. I bought a kit of this as a donor car, and at the time, this was back in the 90s when I did this, I was actually racing slot cars, the 1/24th scale slot cars, and they had a bunch of decal kits and stuff for all, because NASCAR was one of the classes that they ran there. So I wanted to build an Alan Kowicki car. They didn't make one, but I made one out of that. So this is the second one of these I've actually been part of building. So.
And just in case you didn't notice it, yes, it is the Underbird, because you can't build an Alan Kowicki car and keep the T and an H on. It's the Underbird.
That actually raced that way in the '92 Atlanta 500 when
he won the championship.
Yes.
By leading one more lap than Bill Elliott led all day.
Yeah.
And
he actually had to get permission from Ford Motor Company to do that, and they give it to him. So
he ran it. The Underbird, the ever iconic Underbird. But yeah, so this is the second Maxwell House 22 car technically that Dad will be involved in a project of, though he's never actually built one as a 22 Maxwell House car. He will never have built one. I will though. But so that's that. We're gonna go ahead and get the roll cage put together and some of the chassis, and then lay some paint, because it is a beautiful day outside for painting today. It's about 60 degrees or so out there, no humidity. I mean, it's a gorgeous day for laying paint. So we're gonna get started on some of the roll cage and interior stuff, and lay some paint on it and get these things, get the show on the road. Finally start our first of the NASCAR Group Build for the year. A little peek behind the curtain here. We're sitting in the living room. Dog's chilling over there. Dad's chilling over on his little spot. I've got my table set up in an office chair, and the ARCA race is on right now. So we're just sitting here watching some racing and building some race cars.
Actually watching them repair the wall because somebody tried to knock it down, apparently.
Apparently, yeah. We haven't seen replays of what exactly happened, but there's extensive track repair going on. But nevertheless, this is what our building is going to look a lot like for a lot of this. We're going to be sitting in the living room watching racing on Saturdays and Sundays and whatnot when we can to build them. So
life is good.
Yeah, life is definitely good. Indeed, we have chassis color. So this is the second batch of paint. The first one he pretty much completely used up for his chassis paint. So he said he better mix up a second batch. This one, if it doesn't match his car, at least all of my car will match the same color. That was the goal there. So that's our second batch of chassis gray. Maybe don't drink it.
Well, here we are. Got the chassis, roll cage all painted up. It's just craft paint. It was a little some white, a little bit of black added to it. We didn't have any gray, so we made gray with craft paint and thinned it down and shot it through the airbrush, and come out pretty good. We got a little things we got to pick out detail wise in there before we get the top bar. I just left that off there so I could get in here and do gauges and stuff like that. So, but that's kind of where we're at on it. So, looking pretty racy.
That's his, and mine's over here, upside down. Much the same, all gray. I did not keep my kicker bars here on the trees very well, so I'm painting them separate and by brush. And then I got these little things to do, which I got a feeling they're going to be a bit of a booger to try and paint separately from the tree. But that one was my mistake.
Well, that about does it for this phase of the build. We're going to go ahead and close out this video as update number 1, and we'll keep working on them, and we'll have a couple more updates before we're all done. But that'll do it from here. This is Jethro.
And Lugnut.
Over and out.